The first I noticed this place, I guess, was when I first came to Philadelphia about 40 years ago and just saw these amazing buildings. Didn't really know what they were. They were just beautiful. There are a lot of people in Philadelphia who don't know how the waterworks worked and what it was and what its significance is in terms of the history of water supply in the United States and the history of technology in the United States. The plan for it was made in 1811. They started building it in 1812. It took them 3 years to complete it. First it started out as steam power, but after they realized that steam wasn't going to really work well, it was going to be too expensive. The river was dammed and they were able to use the water power to turn water wheels that then pumped water up into the reservoirs, which were up where the art museum is now. So some of the water was used to run the pumps, and then some of the water also was pumped up into the reservoir. It was the model for a lot of waterworks around the country. We were the first big city in the country to provide water on a large scale. What brought tourists here was the beauty of the place. It was a combination of nature and art, or nature and engineering. There were some very famous people who wrote about this place. Dickens. Samuel Clemens was here before he was Mark Twain. He was here as a 17-year-old and wrote a letter back to his brother. But then there are all sorts of anonymous people who wrote letters back to their newspapers all over the country describing this place. If you look at the top of the art museum, that was about where the top of the reservoirs were. So it would be like standing on the roof of the art museum and getting a view. People would write back and say that it was one of the most beautiful spots they'd ever seen. They wrote about the amazing engineering of the place, the water wheels that were quiet. One girl wrote back, the wheels were polished like silver. A number of people wrote, when you go to Philadelphia, you should see the waterworks first. That way, when everybody asks you, have you seen the waterworks, you can tell them, yes, I have, and you can get it over with. For so many years it was closed that most people don't realize that there's a whole center down there, an environmental center explaining the history and the current problems in the watershed and how people can help. Being the archivist for the water department, I've helped a lot of people with research, students, people writing books, but I've never been involved in this kind of art project. I'm a writer myself, so I understand people who are writing things, writing papers, writing books, but the whole way of taking this whole site and celebrating its 200th anniversary and with dance and with music is a whole new thing to me. But I'm excited that Leah and Byron got so excited about some of the things that I showed them. The whole 200th anniversary of this place is quite incredible. The Fairmount is still here after 200 years and thriving in a whole different way than it was when it was open.